Hi guys, good morning. So this morning, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung magkano yung sweldo ko as a private school teacher in one of the big universities in the Philippines, and let us try to compare the salary English teacher here in Japan per hour. So ipakita ko yung sweldo ko sa inyo mamaya. So I have here a board I prepare so that you will understand the number, the calculations, and the year we're in, or when I get my salary as a classroom teacher way back when I was in the Philippines. So ipapakita ko yan sa inyo. I worked there for about 5 years. And how much salary do I receive from teaching in the classroom? And let us try to see also the salary here in Japan. How much is the salary of the teacher, English teacher, if you want to apply as an English teacher or tutor in Japan? So how much is it per hour? So ito na. Marami na akong dala ditong, actually guys, I have many, we call this one payslip. So I have payslip here from the day I started I started my job and I received my salary. So I kept this one because I want this one to have memory. So I just want to remember those days that I have being paid from the school where I'm working with. So I work in that school from 2013. So, as a private school teacher, so magkano ba ang sweldo ng teacher sa big university? Sa malaking universidad ito sa Pilipinas. Okay, so let's try to separate the gross pay and the net pay. So, here is my pay slip. So, I started 2013 as a probationary teacher. Now in the Philippines, guys, there is what we call like in the system of accepting teachers, and when you stay there is what we call stages how long you stayed in the school. So in our case, since I am a new hired teacher, so we call that one probationary teacher. So as a probie teacher, so we receive a different wage compared to the full-time teacher, but we need to wait for about 4 years before the school will give us the same, or will give us an increase of your salary. So let's try to see the increase if there is an increase, guys, but later I'm gonna show you. Okay, so in my payslip, my gross pay is 18,492.00. So that is the gross, meaning that is the school has been paid to you for the total earnings that you have, but that is not the total amount that you receive in your wallet or in your account. So because there are many deductions, so here I have some deductions from Sss Premium. So I have 500 peso, PhilHealth 225 peso, Pag-ibig Premium it's 100 peso, and the faculty dues. It depends on the school, guys, but in our school we have faculty dues. So it's 75 peso. So the total deduction is 900 peso. Okay, so I received 17,592 on the year 2013 or 2013. So that is my salary, my first salary when I was in the school, okay, as a classroom teacher. So that's it. Now let's try to compare. Now, as I said earlier, there is what we call the increase of the salary based on your status or how long you've been staying in the school. So after, let's say after 4 years, so na-promote na. Hindi pa na-promote, guys. Actually, the term promotion is not that one. After 4 years, the school has given us the if you are really staying there for 4 years, and then there is what we call full-time term. So there is no any more provisionary period, but you are given the status of full-time term. So meaning there are benefits of being a full-time teacher in the school. So aside from the salary and aside from the like insurance. So now let's talk about the salary, because this is very important topic for me, because it's a money matter. So let's start with, I have here another, so let's check after 4 years. Remember, after 4 years. Tumatanda na ako. Tumatanda na ako. After 4 years, this is my payslip on 2016. So I was being given the full-time probationary period. So I was given the full-time status of being a teacher. There are different calculations in every month because there are so many deductions of our salary. I have here the example of in 2016. So my gross pay, so the school is giving us the 21,400, like this, okay, 21,430 peso. So that is my gross pay. So, but that is not the amount of money that I receive directly to my account or to my wallet. There are, because of some deductions, like as I mentioned, the SSS, the PhilHealth, the Pag-ibig, and the faculty dues. Sometimes there are some contributions that we need to comply, in the department. So I receive my net pay. This is the net pay. Net pay, it means that this is the amount that I receive, the actual amount that I receive directly to my account or to my wallet. So I receive 18,213.97. So from 2013 to 2016, medyo tumaas na yung rate ng salary ng teacher. But actually guys, it's just, if you're very good in math, please just like about, it's just like 1,000 plus the rate, the increase of the salary. So it's a different one. So, and I have here again the pay slip for you to get verified about the things that I'm talking about. How much do I get as a classroom teacher in a big university? So now let's, as I said, this is after 4 years, after you're going to be given the full-time permanent term as a teacher in the school. So let's try to check after 2 years. So 2016, let's try to check after 2 years, so 2018. So let's try to check the gross pay. This is the gross pay is the, like, there are many, I'm gonna explain to you about the gross pay earnings, or this one. This is my pay slip again. Pay slip, like pay slip. Okay, so I have here the base pay academic. So like I'm from in the grade school department, so I have the amount of 25,980, plus there is additional payment, like if you are an advisor. So I am an advisor of a classroom, so I have additional plus 750 peso, plus if you do a lot of substitution because some teachers were absent, so you can do and share your time with the other classroom. Actually, I have substitution here. I received 243.56. My gross pay way back in 2018, I have 26,973.56 centavo. So this is my gross pay, but take note, this is not the total amount that I receive from the school. So because of some deduction itself, because there are so many deductions and contributions actually, So I'm gonna read some of the deductions that appears on my payslip. Okay, so let's start with the SSS Premium. So 581 peso point 30 cents. PhilHealth, I have 370 peso point 89 cents. Pag-ibig Premium, 100 peso. Tax with tax, we pay 1,017 peso point 67. And I have here salary loan, so I have 1,176.70. Faculty dues, 75 peso. And there is a Faculty Association Incorporated bingo tickets. So I have here the total deductions of 3,471 peso point 56. So instead of receiving 26,973.56 pesos 56 cents, I receive on my net pay, I receive 23,502 peso. That is my net pay after 4 years being a full-time teacher. So but actually guys, as of this moment, if you going to have a ranking, the change of your salary will differ. Like for example, I have here because there were instances that the teacher will get a higher salary based on the ranking. This is my certificate. Ranking certificate is given to my name, Marisa, who after having presented all the necessary documents has been evaluated by the ranking committee to have met all the requirements for the rank of Teacher 3 effective June 2017. So given this 24th day of July 2017 at USJR Cebu City, Philippines. So it was being signed by Reverend Father, our OAR in the school. So yeah, it's like in the school guys, when you stay there for quite long and then you need to apply for a ranking status so that your salary will increase. And in the ranking status, there are many forms that you need to prepare. You have to go to other department just to comply all the requirements needed, and you have to pass and follow their instructions so that you will be ranked as a teacher. And if you are ranked as a teacher, then that's the time that the department, the HR, will give you an increase of your salary. Yeah, there will be an increase of salary. That's a good news. But after 4 years, but in the others, in this school 4 years, but in the other school after 2 years or 1 year. But actually guys, it depends on how the system works. It really differs. Let's have here as an English tutor. So an English tutor in Japan. So based on our experience, or based on what I saw of my husband, because my husband has hired an English teacher. I think Japanese teacher was able to teach him properly because of the language barrier. So the teacher was able to explain in Nihongo and in English. So I was able to witness one day when they met up in the cafe, and then how much did the teacher receive from him in just 1 hour talking. And just like they talk, and then he bought like books and for visual purposes, and they started talking in English. So I need to know how much is the monetary side. So the monetary side is the teacher received 3,000 yen in 1 hour only. So it's just only very quick. It's one hour talking, and then he received 3,000 yen. So if you receive in peso, that is around 1,000 plus, 1,000 something like that. So but I have here the calculation in like if you are a new teacher in Japan, so you could have this 1,500 yen at least. You have 1,500 yen per hour up to 3,000 or more. So it depends on the of your experience. It depends on the, you know, if you are a native speaker of the language, and then yeah, it really depends. But then if you're going to compare the salary between the Philippines as a teacher and in Japan, guys, it's really different. Based on my experience, I've been into different tutorial way back when I was in the Philippines, and then I received, honestly, I remember when I had my first tutorial to a student, and then I went to his class. I went to his house, and I spent 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday. And sometimes the parents will request, teacher, can you come on Sunday or Saturday, just to meet up some of the, you know, if the child has a lot of, you know, if a child has an examination for the other day, so I need to prepare a lot of things. So from the task questionnaires to, you know, helping the child to learn with me and study those things. So I just received for about 1,200 for 1 month. So tinitiis ko na lang yun para magkapera. Well, actually, it's not just about the money. It's about, you know, try to experience at the moment, and try to share also your time. And I was very thin at the time. So that was my first salary when I was working as a teacher. And happy naman ako sa first salary ko. Mas mabuti na lang yun kaysa walang trabaho, di ba? Okay? So, positive lang tayo. Okay, yun. Yun ang salary ko. And natutuwa nga ako kasi nakapasok ako sa school na, well, I was working also in a small school before I went to a big university. So, this is probably the you know, the salary of the teacher. But I heard nowadays, it's 2019, there is an increase of salary of the teacher. But actually, if you are a new teacher, if are you a new hired teacher, you started from the very basic one, so you need to be patient about the salary, guys. So it will increase later on if you stay in the university for quite long, and then maybe it will become from 5 digits to 6 digits, I hope. I hope so. I have many friends watching with me right now, and maybe their salary is quite bigger a little bit. If you really want to comment on the video, then please write something and about your salary, because this is last 2018, so 2019 may konting increase na daw sila. But I left in the school already because I have to be here in Japan for some reasons. Okay, so let's start about, you know, let's try to talk about the cost of living. Can we save something after working here in Japan? No, guys, if you really want to plan to work in Japan, you need to comply some of the requirements, and you have to learn their language, the Nihongo. Well, the next question is there a saving after working in Japan? Because they heard that Japan is really expensive. Yes, Japan is really expensive, but there are some stores, or there are some like department stores or area or in Japan that you could buy something cheaper, like Daiso 100 store, so you could buy something cheaper, and the food not so there are some also that are very expensive. The quality of the food is higher, so the higher the quality, the higher also the payment. So and then don't worry about that, because you can have choices. Just like me, I really want to be into saving, so I really want to choose the quality is better, but then we need to choose compare the rate, or the you know um the cost. The question, one of the questions that I really want to address with is, if you really want to stay here and work, and like not just like only teaching job, then you can stay here and work, and then actually you can save. And just like in the Japanese system, they are really into savings, guys. They are more on savings than on spending. That's the secret of being a Japanese. So although the salary here is high, also like the rent of the apartment, so it's also a little bit high. So for example, if you want to look for a just like not so low class apartment, but the very cheap apartment, is you can pay for about 40 to 50,000 yen. So half of that price is in the Philippine peso. So actually you can save. And if you want to do some, like if you want to go to work by train, so you can save. So that's it, guys. So I hope you learn something from this blog, and if you have some questions and suggestions for me, please do comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Arigatou gozaimashita.